Hey everybody! How's it going? Oh my gosh, my voice. I hope that you're having a great Thursday, whether it's the morning, afternoon, evening, if you're at work, wherever you are. I hope you're having a great Thursday. I also hope that your Wednesday was lots of fun. Maybe you went out trick-or-treating. Depends on how old you are. Actually, age doesn't matter. But maybe you spent time with family or friends, watched some scary movies, stuffed your face with chocolates and candies and such. I just hope it was a good day for you and that you had a lot of fun. And I hope today will be no different. I'm really excited to continue my playthrough of Alan Wake. Um, I'm not sure how many more chapters there are. I feel like I have to be fairly close to the end by now. So I'm not sure. Maybe we will be finishing Alan Wake today. And not sure what would be next on the agenda. I'll kind of fly by the seat of my pants, so to speak, when it comes to that. I do have some scenes set up depending on what I decide, or maybe we decide. But either way, I'm looking forward to playing Alan Wake and whatever else I end up playing on stream for you all today. So, without further ado, let me switch over here to Alan Wake. Do, do, do. Today's going to be slightly awkward for me because I have been experiencing some discomfort in my back and right arm lately. I think I have what is called mouse shoulder, so it's a good thing I'm using the controller again today. Also, one sec, let me just grab the lights for consistency's sake. Let me hit continue game here, and boop.
Oh, jeez, I hate this.
You tell him, Pogo. You tell him. How's it going, Pogo? How's it going, Tsuriboshi? Long time no see. I wonder if you guys noticed the chair was a bit different today. By a bit different, I mean completely different. I swapped back to my old chair just to see if that maybe assisted a bit with some of the discomfort I've been feeling. I'm gonna like scooch forward more, let it cradle my back. Same, me too. I didn't even know that. I mean, it makes sense, right? But I didn't know that mouse shoulder was the thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm experiencing this and that. Tell me, Google, what's going on? And they're just like, yeah, mouse shoulder. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, yeah? Oh, and by the way, I don't know why. I guess because, you know, you'd be sitting in a chair when you're drawing, and that's why I made the connection. But congrats! You did it! You did your Inktober. Weird delicacy.
Okay, Wake. There's a button over there that opens the door.
Oh, it feels different. It's over there.
Something's broken.
It's
Put the
fine.
button down so we can get in.
Oh, I had to hold it down. Aw. No, that's not what you're gonna do. We gotta keep up the good routine.
Ow! Ow! Wait!
What's going on?
We can get to the dam through here. What's happening out there?
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, Wake. Good luck. Don't get yourself killed. Ow!
Please, be careful.
I'll take good care of Barry, Wake. You just look after yourself.
Ah. Okay, I figured. I'm like, that has to be the way to go,
You
but
gotta be kidding me.
inanimate objects are coming after me. No. was that? Oh! The manuscript page! Everything for the manuscript page!
Jeez, I hate this.
Oh no, it's gonna make me watch this again? I'm sorry. My character was being so stupid, like, duh? Wow. I was pushing
Okay,
the B
wait,
button
there's
and
a
he just
button
was
over
like
there that
spinning
opens
around
the
the
door.
page. Hey, nice!
Hold the button down so we can get in.
Was it a 10 out of 10?
Ow! Ow! Wait!
What's going on?
We can get to the dam through here. What's happening out there?
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, wait. Good luck.
No, but I mean, I pushed the button and he did, like, it does the auto walk over to it, and he just walked over to it and, like, spun around instead of picking it up. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really in control. Yay! It got stuck there.
Down, boy.
That's right. Down, boy. But seriously, you should be really happy and proud, Pogo. I'm sure it was not easy. I know it was not easy. But you should try and keep it up. And it doesn't have to be ink, right? Like, just go to doing, like, some pencil drawings and stuff every day.
Thomas Zane knew he had to remove all that had made this horror possible, including himself. That was the only way to banish the dark presence he had unleashed and now looked at him through the eyes of his dead love. But he also knew that despite his best efforts, it might someday return. So even as he wrote himself and his work out of existence, he added a loophole as insurance, an exception to the rule. Anything of his stored in a shoebox would remain.
Cool, cool. Yeah, that's a real achievement. Like, it is. I know I have plenty of... I mean, I've never even done it. But I was gonna say, like, I know plenty of my artist buddies have started and never finished. And, I mean, it gets hard, right? Stuff happens in life. It's not always just, like, a matter of procrastination or anything, right? And you did a nice variety, too. Like, I feel like all of them were very different and unique. And also... like, I would say, like, equally rendered and or complicated. Like, I don't know, like, it was, you should feel really good. It wasn't like I feel like you didn't, you could have just done, like, some really simple things every once in a while, but I felt like you gave each of your drawings a lot of care, you know? Tsuruboshi, now for No Shave November. Yeah! Oh, wow, full color. That is a lot, though. Yeah. That can get... I think this was a really good choice. I mean, now you did it, and now you have a better idea of what you're capable of, and you might challenge yourself a bit more, or not. Either way, like, it was still really awesome. My light was on you! Holy shit. Okay, good. You'd think they'd keep attacking me as I was on the ladder, though, you know? Oh, nice! Oh, that's so cool! I didn't know that.
Ridiculously outnumbered. The searchlight could even the odds.
Oh, I should have boosted. Disintegration. Did something get bugged out? Like, none of them are moving. I'm a bit confused. I mean, I'll take it. I think that one's like just chilling behind there. I might have to go after him. Oh, it's because I was just stuck on there, I guess? That's... Bye.
Enough. You will go no further.
Oh, that's great.
Stop now.
What if there was a manuscript there? Ah, shit. Shit. Ah. Oh, I'm jumping like an idiot. I can't run no more. I want to look at the chat because I think I saw Nutter came and I want to say hello. Hello. But it's not safe for me to look yet. Oh, Thermos. This is so dangerous. Barry! Am I gonna have to push a button again? Like the last time? Okay. I'm gonna pause it for uno momento. Holy jeez. Oh, I just reached with my right hand for my mouse and it's not there. It's not there. Okay, sorry, I'm catching up with what Pogo was saying about his drawings and such. Because I couldn't find a set of pens, had to use a different set, which turns out is... Ah, that's nice. And yes, I was invincible. Or invisible, excuse me, on the ladder. Pretty much, right? Carry a ladder around. I like that. Lots of kids on your block. Okay, Tsudiboshi. Kids came up. Huge bag of candy. Offered him $20. Are you... You actually did that? That's amazing. This kid's probably like, man, I like Halloween. Thank you so much for those bits, Nutter. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Bogo. I know. You want to know something funny? Undead, every once in a while, even though my mouse is on the left side, I have reached for it with my right hand and I'm like, no, I can't. Okay, let me get back in here.
Well,
How's it
I was
going,
wrong.
everybody?
But it was a foolish chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years now. There is no shadow in the well-lit room. The tower is fail-safe, and all the bulbs are numbered and changed regularly based on their make and model.
Right.
No, I'm not Suriboshi, so it's super, super awkward. And the mouse that I own is not ambidextrous. It's just for right-handed
There's an old
usage.
army base at Raincoat Point, north of here. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. It's my place now.
Aw, I thought maybe could I go in, but no. Oh, are we waiting for me? I see. They all just stare at it.
Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late, and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
Aw.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
That's so cool.
Remember standing on a broken field, white crippled wings beating.
That's so neat. I like that. The writing is so good.
With the nature revealed and our chances flowing by.
I wonder if the
If I can let
any of these songs are on Spotify. Like if they have the soundtrack on Spotify. It'd be cool to listen to them.
me on that field.
The strings.
When I thought that I fought this war alone, you were there by my side on the front line.
Okay, I'll be good. I'll skip.
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song.
He left something behind
I like
to
the
help
Lady
me.
of the Light
The
song.
clicker.
That one was
Alan
good.
thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
That's not how you sleep.
I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking. The sunglasses made the world look bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun.
That's how I feel sometimes. Apparently he does.
I wasn't sure I'd make it out there without some painkillers.
Painkillers. But the lid didn't come off.
The pills worked fast. The prospect of being awake started to seem
And he
bearable
didn't even
again.
have it with water. That would be so. It would slowly be going down my throat. It would be so terrible.
There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
Change clothes into maybe they're chewables. Before I listen to that message, I gotta Dora the Explorer this place. Also, could you imagine if that worked? Like if you held your phone up there and that QR code worked? I wonder. A Tic Tac lid. I see nothing of importance anywhere in here. I don't think I have. Okay, this is gonna sound really scrubbish of me because I don't even know if my phone has any QR code reader on it. But the good news is yeah, no worries, Pogo. We shall see you later. And yeah, see you later, Undead. Safe travels.
You have one new message.
Ow! Are you still asleep? Wakey, wakey! You should have your show
He
on
said
your
it.
TiVo. If Alice wasn't too mad to record it. As she called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show.
Yes, Undead, I will do the little hand exercises and such. I will. I've got my timer on, actually.
Welcome back to the Harry Gallic Show.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the best-selling author
That
Alan Wake
resolution.
about his
Oof,
new book,
so good.
The Sudden Stop.
Yeah, good read. Go buy it.
No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here.
Is that wise?
No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Wow, thanks.
Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously though. 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
A departure.
You selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good, great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and, you got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
Well, you are famous for that temper.
Well, I did also write several books.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get it. That means the 2 of you out there who haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the face for a Sam.
Ah.
There it is. And our musical guest,
Sam Lake,
poet
is
of
he
the
not the
fall.
he's the main
Thank you.
writer for this,
At
is he
least
not?
I've been funny. I told myself I could live with that.
Hey, Winnie. Did you watch the show?
I didn't say anything stupid if that's what you want to know.
Okay, Grumpy. You want an aspirin or something?
Are you going to start with me about drinking now?
You know what? Go back to sleep, Alan.
What? Now you can't even talk
to me? butt
Well,
shot.
this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
I'm sorry.
Alan,
Nutter, I
you're
know.
not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet. Somehow, the clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice. I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
Aww.
Good luck, Al.
See you later.
I like Barry.
When I got out, it was warm and sunny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I'd stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed. Alone, in daylight, surrounded by the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape. It was hard not to let doubt creep in one last time. I could still chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this, having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed. There would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
Oh, so Tsuruboshi, nothing in particular happened to my hand? My hand is... it's okay. It's just, you know, it's all connected, right? So, it's mostly like my right shoulder that's bad, and also a bit, around the muscle near my right hip. But yeah, I just figured, you know, on the hour, get up, maybe move for a little bit, like walk around the house, then come right back. At least getting up, moving, taking a break, doing some hand exercises and whatever, and then like just resuming. It can't hurt, you know? And yes, Nutter, I really love the game. But it is funny, every once in a while it kind of hits me, right? Like, the comment that you made is quite accurate about how some of the characters are rendered, like facially more than anything. But I mean, for its time, it was good, you know, and it still is a great game, and that, you know, graphics don't take away from the good experience, right? But I agree with that statement. See anything? Whoa, 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 that was a little more sensitive than I anticipated. Excellent. Nothing else? No page? Not that there's really been pages near that. I am the best driver, thank you very much. Proceeds to fly right off the cliff. Whee! Cars really do like to drift in this game. Should do some Initial D crazy stuff. Can I go in here at all? I doubt it, but yeah. Vroom, vroom. Oh yeah, have you had more fun playing Red Dead, Tsudiboshi?
The darkness had touched me. There was a link between us. Always would be. I could feel its
Aw, I missed what you said. Nice. You're missing character. Wait, what? What's that? I didn't... There's a bug?
The Dark Presence was no longer trying to capture the Rider so he could create the ending it wanted. The Rider knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the Rider from ever reaching Cauldron Lake and the dark place it came from.
Oh my goodness. That is quite the bug. Wow. Do they tend to disappear at like a particular point within the main story, or it just can happen anytime? That's pretty crappy. As I imagine those NPCs are probably important, like maybe give you quests and such. Oh. What? That's terrible. Oh my gosh. And oh my goodness, Tsudiboshi. That's one expensive horse. Oh wow. Well, I really hope they fix that fast, because I'm sure... Wow, so many people must have been affected by that. And here I was joking with my brother, saying like, oh, do you have any of like the flying nuns again? Like in the first game? And he's like, nah, nothing like that. And I was like, aw.
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2.
What the? Did I? Did I just get hurt from that chair? I did, didn't I? Ooh, an Arabian Colt. I was wondering, like, can I make it happen again, but no, I guess not. That's so weird.
This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
I'll have to go back and look. I'm pretty sure that chair hurt me.
Could have
Can I head in any of these other rooms? I'm sure they're all locked. Yep. Nothing back here. Aw. That's really crummy. I guess they haven't said, actually, one sec. They haven't said, when they're anticipating they'll have that fixed, right? I heard those noises, like, unless I just imagine it. I thought I heard the noises. I guess not. Okay. Whatever. Oh, no. Yeah, that's kind of... I mean, that's great that there is that potential solution, but what is that? That doesn't bode very well for people that decided to keep playing. Oops, that was an accident. Get back in the car. Jeez. The flying nuns would have been much better. Did any of you see that in the original? I actually never got to play the original either, sadly. But I did see my brother play parts of it. Wait, I thought for crying out loud.
What the hell?
It was, and of course, the battery ran out. Ooh. Oh, for God's sake. I was killed by objects. The flying nuns. So I think there was well, there was a bug where I don't know if it got triggered by doing anything in particular, other than I remember one time I heard my brother just breaking down into a laughing fit in his bedroom, and I walked in and I saw that there was a nun, basically like NPC characters, so in his case it was a nun. The mesh was put over a seagull or bird skeleton, and so it was like a human was rigged to a bird armature. And so you had a nun that, like, all of her limbs were like broken in a horrendous way, and she was just like she was literally the flying nun. It was pretty great. And you could you could shoot them out of the sky. I think it might have only been in the multiplayer mode. I'm not sure. Looks like that float is up ahead again. No! I dashed, but I was holding that way, but he did... God damn it. Yes. Whoosh. Slow motion dodge right off the edge. Hardest part of the game. No, I'm joking. And yes, this is being done with the flashlight. The power of the light.
What the hell?
Oh, you piece of crap. I kind of just want to run, but I'm worried that the ground is just gonna, like, completely shit out on me. Ah. Oh. Please no. Oh, it's so dark. Run away.
Nice to see you too.
Oh, good. And there's a conveniently placed car here. Ah. Floor's lava and go. Get out of here! Whoa, whoa. Oh. We're in a car now. What? Run into the light. Oh, you're not supposed to be able to come. What? The light is here. It's supposed to protect me. Okay, there's nothing. There's nothing here. Get in this. Don't throw your shit at me. It is right behind me, isn't it? Oh my god! What is that horrible noise? Hop. The light has betrayed you. Everything is against me. I did have a nice Halloween. Oh, for God's sake. It's like, what is it hurting me? I gotta worry about the black goop. I did have a nice Halloween. How about yours? Was it good? I mean, I just pretty much chilled at home. And when I wasn't home, because I did go out and grab a bite to eat with my brother and a friend of his, we went over to a restaurant called Mr. Gao restaurant. And it was like Chinese style, barbecue, well, Gao, so like the little bun, not buns, dumplings and such. It was good. And the soup was good, everything was good. I wanna dodge this way. You know what? I want the shotgun. Oh, you jerk. Okay, okay, okay. Well, that's... Wow. I got an achievement, 2 for the price of 1. Ah, I must have shot through... That's cool. Now I don't feel so bad about dying. I got an achievement. Nice. Everybody's playing Red Dead. Aw. You guys should play together. Maybe. I mean, it depends on what consoles you're using, right? It was really good. I liked a lot of the flavors. A lot of their stuff was on the spicier side. Not too spicy. I don't know. I like heat. So long as I can still taste what I'm eating. If it gets to the point where I can't enjoy what I'm even eating because it's so damn hot, then it's no good. Let's... But I used it. And I whiffed that shot. Let's pick up the ammo. Oh, my dodge. Whee. The page. Page. Okay, that could have gone better, but I'll live with that. That's not too bad, though. That's not too bad at all.
The bottom of Cauldron Lake was a graveyard of things the lake had claimed in one way or another over the decades. The Dark Presence brought them up in its wake, scattering the rotten waterlogged hull of an old boat here, the remains of a long-ago crashed airplane there, trees shattered under the impacts. The earth groaned. It didn't even notice.
Hmm.
The
The light is strong with this one. Let's get in the car and drive. By car, I mean truck. The Sith were onto something. Holy Tokyo drifting. Did I see something shine there? Nope, I'm seeing things. I know. It is really kind of funny at times, Nutter. Just how much product placement there is. Like Energizer, Verizon. There was another one and I can't remember what it was now. Oh, da ba da ba da ba ba. I have no idea what they just said. Hello! Ah! Bastard! Oh shit, that was a total accident. That's right, you run. You run from my mistake. Yeah, that's the thing. I was gonna say, at least I feel like with this game in particular, it's so, I don't know, for all the darkness and stuff chasing you, it really is kind of more grounded in reality, so it's okay, I feel, right? Oh, like a specific part. Ah! Guys are gonna conquer the West. Wow! How did you all of a sudden get there? Can I please pick this stuff up? Boop. Excellente-vous. Thermos and batteries. Fair enough, Norm. I can completely understand why. Flashbangs. The noises that they make sometimes is quite humorous. Reload. It's like, is that gonna come alive? All right. That seemed a little less epic than it probably should have been. Did I miss anything? Doesn't look like it. Anything around here? Nope. Oh no. Her poor phone. Oh my goodness. My favorite singer. Damn. Trying to think. Well, I know one of my favorite female singers is Japanese, and her name is Maya Sakamoto. I think she's got a really lovely voice. Plus anything composed by Yoko Kanno is so good. And I guess going along the same lines, Steve Conte is also great. Again, when he sings stuff by Yoko Kanno. Super nice. What is that overhead? There we go. How about you, Norm? And actually, there's the odd song that they've done that's a duet that's quite nice. I need to move. Out of my way. We'll wrap around. Why aren't I reversing? Zappy, zappy, zappy. Oh, screw it. I'm just gonna get out of here. My flashlight, I think, is way better than the truck. Oh shit, you bastard! Oh no, my car door. What? Why is it locking on that one dude? No! Push the button. It's moving so slow. There we go. Oh good, a better vehicle. Let's get out of here. Ooh, nice. Anything over here? Oh, nice. Oh, for a minute I was like, oh, something special. It's like, no, that's not the type of sparkly thing you want to go and touch. You killed Kenny. You bastards! Aw, nice. I'm so bad with names. I also like, what's his face? Oh, why did I just forget his name? He sang the opening for the Bond. He had passed away. It was super sad. He did the opening for Casino Royale, and I think, was he not a member of Soundgarden? I think. Why am I forgetting his name? Oh my goodness, I just had it in my head. Yeah, Chris Cornell, thank you. My goodness, shame on me. No, Pogo, James Bond did not sing that. He's like, yeah, he did.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
I really do love that song though. The Casino Royale one. I feel like that's one of those songs where you can't help but like super get into it when you hear it. Ah. Yeah, sounds good. Let me know what you think. Push. Ah, push. You're right, and actually, that's odd. Why didn't my timer go off? Dun 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 dun. Okay, so the Windows timer kind of sucks. Because it's reading as like it's done, but it didn't even make a sound. I'm gonna have to look at that later. That's bad. Thank you, Tsuriboshi. Okay, 1 second, everybody. I will be right back. And whoop, 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 whoop. Where is come back, Alan Wake? There we go. All right, be right back. Alrighty. Went up and down the stairs a bunch of times, did some stretches, was like blah 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 the whole time. Not jazz hands. But yes. Oh, pardon me. Wake up. Oh no, the stretches, they're putting me to sleep. And the darkness is cradling me. I was gonna say, hey, guess what? This is gonna be a healthy stream. You guys can stretch and, you know, do a little bit of exercise or something. When I go and do that, everyone's like, nope, nope, run away. So do I. I'm sad to say this, but I'm actually strongly considering taking back the chair you've all known to grow and love and, you know. And
I will never give her to you.
Oh shit. But yeah, I was gonna say return that chair and then with the money that I get from that, save up for, I think I kind of want to get an adjustable desk, right? So one that, oh! I was wondering why I heard that sound. Wow, no, I didn't mean to hit select. I meant to do. Reload, reload. No, this is fine. I'm not switching. I'm running. They'll be the death of me. Anyone else? Stay away from me. Oh no. Whoops. Okay, let's quickly check in here. Nothing. Yeah, I really would like a standing desk. I think having that option is a, well, will save many many aspects of my body. It's just gonna be way healthier. Pogo, no! I mean, another... Wait, what? Where? The music changed! Where? Did the game mess up? I guess it did? Let's see, manuscripts.
The bottom of Cauldron Lake was a graveyard of things the lake had claimed in one way or another over the decades. The Dark Presence brought them up in its wake, scattering the rotten waterlogged hull of an old boat here, the remains of a long-ago crashed airplane there, trees shattered under the impacts. The earth groaned. It didn't even notice.
Pogo.
Zane cut its heart out, but it didn't die. The thing that wore Barbara's face kept crooning sweet nothings sugar-laced with poison. He put on the suit, untied the monster from the chair. The thing in his arms thrashed weakly, but he held fast. He stepped outside, off the pier, and into the dark water, a sinking pinprick of light descending toward a bottom that never came. The dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid. It flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air, poised to become real.
I know, I was gonna say about the minecart. Did they learn nothing from Donkey Kong Country? Wish to fight you.
I could see Mirror Peak in the distance. That's where Cauldron Lake was.
Mm-hmm. It was so good. It was. Kids these days, they don't know. Oh my, are we actually doing it? What? Okay, cool. This isn't dangerous at all. Are the birds gonna come? Yes, they are. Wait! My light was pointing right at them! I call shenanigans. That was not nearly as exciting as I thought it would be. Your reactions were so genuine. Oh, it's the ladder. I'm safe on the ladder. Oh, I could have climbed up here. That's interesting. From there. Also, those crows. I stopped. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, okay. But there's stuffies down there. Good stuffies. I never got to... I didn't have a Wii. So I missed out on all the goodness. Aw, nice. Ah, okay, right, right. Back! Ah! Well. I was still in the light! This is crap. So you do come down here. Aww. I hate that. You know, speaking of points, I wonder. I have not turned on my Xbox in forever. And I'm pretty confident I had points on there, so... I think they converted it to money, though. I don't remember what their deal was with that. But one of these days I should look. Are gonna come out there. Oh, use goop. Ah, I did not turn it on fast enough. Okay. Oh yeah. Was it just me or did that make a really odd sound? I'm not sure. It kind of sounded like whoopee cushion-ish. I could be wrong. I don't know. There was a moment there where I'm like, I don't know what that was. Ah, I see, I see. I wonder if you probably spoke with someone, like customer service, they'd probably rectify it for you. I would think, anyway. My flare gun ammo is full too? Oh, I guess it is. Alright. Run away. Oh, it's one of the Speedy Gonzales ones. But I dodged. I did, undead. I was good. But you know what? I'm kind of sad. My Windows timer did not make any noise. So I need to maybe see if I can adjust the alarm or... Yeah, like, I don't know. It was funny though. Not really, but kind of. Hop in. All for the thermos. No! Why didn't it throw? Shit. Could have been, yeah. I was wondering the same thing. In? Snatch. The darkness is very upset with me. To say the least, you know. Just a little. Aww. What? Oh. It's like, what hurt me? Oh, I don't think there's anything over there. More stuff on the stairs. My heart was racing the whole time. It's true, Tsuruboshi. Ah! I was too busy looking straight and not looking down. Swan. Swan paddle boat with mine carts. Or pedal boat. I love it. Okay, so that's there. Supplies are there. There's probably stuff in the homes too. Or buildings, I should say. There's that there too. Okay. Let's grab. Not grab the supplies.
I needed to get the generator running.
Fair enough. I was just thinking I should make a highlight of that minecart ride. And just put like some silly music in the background. Like, you know how there's the harmonica version of the Jurassic Park theme? Like, see if there's one for like Indiana Jones or something like that. Dodge! Ah! That's not what I wanted! That's what I wanted! I don't know. I don't mind using up items too much. Because feel like so often in this game, stuff just gets taken away from you. So I might as well use it. Like, how many times have I had to get another gun again, or, you know? Slipknot in the background. Aww. Yoink.
After Zane had gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
Turn back now.
Don't you do it. I just got an achievement called Energized. Oops. I swear I thought I heard something behind me. Oh, there was. Hello. Oh, or not.
Do as you're told. Alice never left you.
Oh my god. You're right, I can't. Wah!
You can't win.
Ah! No! I thought it was a matter of like timing. Oh my god, no! Oh my god. It's making me snap everywhere. Watch your step. Clicker.
Hell!
Shh, baby. You were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear in the dark.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman? I read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you. Come back to bed. We'll talk more about it in the morning.
Nope.
Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
You must find your way to the cabin. If it stands in your way, it won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light. Don't mind him, he's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone. Use the clicker.
Oh, it's you, Tsuruboshi. And yes, I will. Aw, this is so cool.
I followed the idea of a path. I followed the idea of a path.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what do you say? You can't.
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on! What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
You're not my Barbara.
Tom, let me go. I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas! Put it down!
My heart is filled with darkness. Cut it out, Al. Give you back to the distant pavement.
I will begin
Filled with darkness.
Get away from me, you hag! Where am I? Let me go!
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late. It's his fault. You'll stay here forever.
No, you won't.
Now you will never get her back. I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Alan, wake up.
Ah.
Ground control to Major
Ah.
Tom.
Wow. Just like, is it actually what I think it
Control
is?
to Major Tom.
Wow. The songs in this
Take
game.
your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6, commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2, check ignition, and may God's love be with you.
Oh yeah, so it was Sam Lake. Yeah.
This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade. And the papers want to know
What a perfect song.
what you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in a
I always loved the bass. There's wow. I mean, if there's nothing after the credits, it's still great. Wow, it was so good. So sad there isn't a second one, jeez. But also, I think it ended appropriately, you know? Even if they never do a second one. That's the thing, I did pick that up, so I might play that at some point. I think I'll wait a little bit, but yeah, I noticed that too. It was part of the bundle, but I still think it would be neat to try it out. From what I read too, apparently a good chunk of what they wanted to do in like what would have been the sequel to Alan Wake kind of made it in that game anyway, but yeah. Or spin-off, I should say, because I think it was considered more of a spin-off, right? And I was reading, like, when they approached Microsoft, they had, like, a proper demo and pitch and everything, but Microsoft was wanting, I think, wasn't it, I think Quantum Break was what they ended up making instead, because apparently Alan Wake, even though people loved it, the sales weren't as good as I guess it needed to be in order to have that oomph for Microsoft to promote them and like support them in its creation and development. So they felt like they needed to go in a different direction, and that's why they had to, well, not they, I mean, I guess they had to, but they didn't make an Alan Wake 2, you know. And this theme. Ah. I'm definitely gonna have to look on Spotify to see if any of these songs are there. One of these days too, I'll have to go through it and replay, maybe on Nightmare difficulty. I wonder how difficult Nightmare mode is, or if it's more or less just takes longer for you to kill things. I wonder if there's like less ammunition, less batteries, like overall it's more difficult, or just enemies take more, like you need to dish out more damage to them. Yeah. It was very rare that I feel like I had to be cautious with my ammo or anything for that matter. So I was kind of hoping, yeah, it could yeah. Probably you're right, Pogo. Like, I do like in these more like survival horror-ish type games when ammo and stuff is a little more limited, but it doesn't really matter too much. It was still a great game. And I had a lot of funny moments too. And that minecart, whew, that was intense. The voice acting was great. I loved the sound design as well. So overall, really, really good. Yeah, it is undead. You missed the ending. I mean, unless there's more after the credits, but yeah. But you get to hear the beautiful theme, so there is that. Yeah, Foley artists, woo! I love Foley. So much fun. Oh yeah, and I don't think you were around for it, Undead, but you missed it was, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it was Barry that was saying wakey wakey to Alan Wake at one moment. You would have been so happy. Ah. How's it going, Dr. Spoot? I mean, why not? Really? Is it really that good? Pogo. That's harsh. Hashtag savage. Pogo. Really? Oh my gosh. I find that astonishing that you, like, I know how picky you are, so that's kind of amazing that that's how you feel. And it really isn't too grindy or anything, because that's the thing. I don't know with Nexon, right? I always worry. What's the tea situation? I'll have to get a tea refill. Pogo. Well, that's what I'm afraid of, right? Like, I don't know. I'd still give it a try because I feel like for something to just pick up and have fun with, like, it could be really fun, right? So, that's how they get you. Right. Yeah, and that's true. I'd want to try it, at least. So I can actually have a proper, grounded opinion. I just was worried because I know with the first one, not that I played it extensively, but I played it enough that I remember there were times where I would just stay on one screen killing mushrooms, which seemed like forever and ever and ever and ever. Oh, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did play it more than me. I know you played it more than me. That's why I can't really comment too much, you know? And I haven't played the second one at all, so... I don't know if it's got that though, Pogo. I mean, maybe Dr. Spoot knows. I'm usually pretty good with that. Usually pretty good with that sort of thing, like not spending my money on in-game items. So I don't know if I would crumble, but definitely if there was certain content that was like you needed to get to and there was a paywall, sure, that would bug me, right? But yeah. Oh, well, see, that's good what Dr. Spoot said. That's not bad. That's to be expected nowadays. And yeah, if it's just cosmetic stuff, I don't know, it'd have to be pretty damn amazing for me to spend my actual money on that. And I don't think I don't know. I don't tend to, you know? Really? That is so cool. I can't remember in the original one, like, could you sell things? Like stuff that you could craft and things like that? I know in Ragnarok you could, Ragnarok Online, but yeah, I don't remember if in MapleStory you could do anything like that. Again, I didn't get to play it enough, probably. That, like, even if it was there, I never got to it. Okay. Coconut. That was like one of the best songs in this game. Put the lime in the coconut. Ah, well that's not bad then. Aw, okay, see you, undead. Maybe we'll see you later. I will get up shortly and stretch around and such. I just don't want to miss anything, so I must sit through the credits. Yes, as soon as the credits are done, I will get up. Aw, I like that they added that. Aw. Damn. Ah, why can't there be another one? I can't believe though, like the sales weren't good enough to have a sequel. That's so sad. Like really, when I think about what other games get sequels. Aww. Cabinvania. Manuscript of the Night. I think you're onto something there, Pogo. You should get writing. But just make sure you don't write over any, like, cursed lakes or spooky remote towns or anything like that. Oh, you. No, I was thinking more about, like, the bajillion Call of Duties and Battlefields that come out, and I'm not saying, like, they haven't been good in the past, right? But it's just, I don't know. It's a shame when something as good as this, with like unique and interesting mechanics, a really rich story, great acting and such. Yeah, it just doesn't, I don't know. It didn't sell enough to have another game, you know? It's kind of sad. But thankfully the company's still making their games and they're doing well for themselves, as far as I know anyway, right? So there is that, but well, damn. Well, I'm gonna quit for now. It was so good. I'm sad. I'm sad that it's done. But it felt like I said, it felt appropriate how and when it ended. So like it's not a complaint. I want more. I'm greedy. Let's switch here. Ah. It is so awkward trying to control things with my left hand. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. I think what I'll do is I'll be right back. Like I said, I'll do little stretches and such. Probably come back in like a couple of minutes or so. And I will then set up whatever it is that I'm going to play next. So I will think about that while I'm away. In the meantime, I will, well, be right back.